Going live right now. All right, I think we're live. Facebook Live. I hope, I think, I pray. And Shawn Day with Blue Collar Recruiting. I always say Blue Skies Recruiting, but it's really Blue Collar Recruiting, I think. Thursday night, every Thursday night, 9 p.m. I don't know if I'm doing it next Thursday. I doubt it because it's, I think, Christmas Eve. So my wife would shoot me. Or maybe not. I don't know. And so here's a couple things. First of all, Dan's not with us tonight. Dan's normally with us. Plata, the CEO. Everybody knows Dan from what is it, Paul? It's Bookkeeping Beer and BS. His Facebook gig is every Wednesday. I don't know what time, but it's hilarious. So I wanted to come up with I always come up with a theme song for whatever we're doing that night. And with my good friend, Jerry Lewis, gone from the Dean Martin show here, for all you young people, you'll have to YouTube that, I guess. Here's the Christmas song that goes out to Dan in my heart. I hope. Because I miss you, Danny boy. Where are you at, baby? I think he's listening, like he's trying to read to the kids at the same time, you know?
Well, it's the perfect theme. I'm reading.
So blue without him. I just am. All right, that's enough of that. So here's what we got going tonight. We've got two super cool people on. We've got Paul's going to help out. Paul's with Blue Sky Services. He's our marketing guru. And Paul, I don't know if you've ever been on with us before. Have you been on with us before?
No, I've been on Dan's, but not your Thursday night. I got confused. I thought yours was beer themed as well. No, I'm just kidding.
So, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, I've been with Blue Skies since 2016, and I've started out my career in journalism and was a reporter, then an editor, and then started dipping my toes in the marketing world, and started with Blue Skies, 4 years ago, and just trying to keep the marketing ship moving along, overseeing all the various online and traditional media that we do and roll out. And
cool.
Yeah. So
right. Weren't you going to be a stand-up comic too?
Tried it out for a little while and then realized, you know what? I don't think I'm funny. And,
that's
as you'll all find out here soon.
The best comedians are psychotic and have no confidence.
Absolutely.
I mean, that's part of the gig, I hear.
Yeah. Sometimes a prerequisite, most of the time.
And Beth Eldredge is with us as well. Beth, welcome to our little gig here on Thursday night.
Thank you.
And so Beth and I basically have talked for a whopping 20 seconds.
Right.
I think, right? Is that about
that?
Right?
Yep.
So we stumbled across somehow or another on social media, and I stopped and my eyes popped open and I said, man, what did I just see? And so we're going to talk about it a little bit tonight, but you've been, you stumbled into becoming like a guru in the Tic Tok world and creating some awareness behind that. And let's talk about that in a minute, but tell us a little bit more about yourself, because I know you do a lot more than just that.
Oh, sure. So I started my residential cleaning business when I was a sophomore in college. I had a kid in college, making all those good choices. And I was determined to finish my degree. So I started cleaning houses, had no idea what I was doing. I got my degree in social work and decided 2 years into working in the field of social work that I could make a lot more money cleaning houses. So I took that cleaning business full time and haven't looked back since.
Nice.
Right.
But that degree will come in handy though, dealing with employees, I would imagine, right?
That degree has paid itself off many times over, not just employees, but clients.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I now run the business with my husband. So that degree comes in very helpful in interpersonal relationships, running a business with my spouse.
Yes. Yeah. So how long have you been in the world of owning a cleaning company?
17 years now.
17. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Is it strictly residential or do you do a little bit more?
We do a little bit of commercial, mostly in residential though.
Okay. And so let me ask you this. since we just stumbled across each other, you sounded like you have a really good culture. You'd mentioned that a little
Absolutely.
bit. And
Absolutely.
so your retention's probably pretty darn good. Can you
My
talk a
retention
little bit
is
about
excellent.
that?
Mm-hmm. Sure. So my mission is, it's not only to be an excellent service, to be an excellent employer. And that's where my social work skills come in super handy. So we treat our employees from the day one as if they are valuable members of our team. And that they're very, very important to the team. And so we have a really solid training program. So they know exactly what's expected of them. There's never question about what am I supposed to do? What equipment do I use? We're very strict, but we're also very understanding that we're humans and we're all just doing the best we can, and parents and everything else. So we have a very, very supportive environment with our team. And we recognize that our team, our employees, are our most valuable asset. So treat them as such.
Yep.
And it's paid off so many times over.
What's the longest tenure of one of your cleaners? Or a couple of them?
So the funny story. So I didn't start off with this awesome culture. I started off as a social worker, thinking you just kind of gave everybody everything that they wanted and didn't hurt anyone's feelings. So I had about 4.5 years ago, I had to do an entire team turnover. I had one of those toxic people in there. We've all had them, the energy vampires.
Yeah.
And so I had to turn over the entire team. So I have a couple from the new guard who have been there about 4.5 years.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. So right now we run up to 7 teams. We have 12 cleaners. 7 of them have been with us over a year. And in the cleaning industry, that's pretty decent.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Especially if you're just laying out a whole new culture and revamping everything like that. That's
Absolutely.
Fantastic. That's fantastic.
Absolutely.
Okay. So does your husband and yourself divide up your responsibilities, or are you just the boss, period, end of story?
Well, I guess it depends on who you ask. I mean, I think I'm the boss. I'm the boss. It's my last name.
Yeah, can he hear you right now? No, just kidding.
Yeah, I'm sure he can. I'm sure he can. He's on daddy duty right now. So he does the HR, the payroll. He does the hiring and the firing. I do more hands-on. I oversee the trainers, I oversee quality, and I do sales and marketing.
Sales and marketing. Okay, great. Mm-hmm. Now let's go pre-COVID.
Yeah.
Okay. What was your marketing game? How were you getting clients at that point?
So I'm a little embarrassed. I feel like I'm talking to the wrong people. I'm admitting this to the wrong people right now, but I was word of mouth. We have always just been completely busy, and our schedule has been packed, and it's all been word of mouth. And I have never wanted to grow past, the point where I couldn't provide the quality. So, yeah, so it's been word of mouth. And then I've always had fun with Facebook and Instagram, mostly Facebook, but word of mouth.
That'll do it. That's a good, cheap way to get business.
Yeah. And I'll say this is, I had a one-up. I come from a family of entrepreneurs. I'm a 4th generation, and there's currently 8 Eldredge businesses in my area. And we all pride ourselves in providing an excellent service. So just having the last name Eldredge and being known as having quality family businesses in the area has definitely put me at an advantage.
Yeah. Nice.
That's great. That's great.
So is your word of mouth an effort to spread the word, or are people naturally sharing the experience they have and you just
naturally sharing?
Yeah. That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I was going to ask you, you're already answering the questions I was going to ask you about if the Starbucks model holds true, like if people have a good experience, like that's what it's all about. Like that's what branding is. Like,
absolutely.
Really do good service. Like,
absolutely.
Yeah.
Consistency is another really important thing. So I use Debbie Sardone's speed cleaning training.
Yeah.
So it's the same experience no matter who's in the home. Now with COVID, we've made sure it was the same too in the home every time.
Right.
But
Okay.
that consistency, no matter who's in your home, you're going to get the same high quality cleaning. And also when we make mistakes, which we will, handling it with the highest integrity.
That's great. I always, and Paul knows this, when I was more involved in the house cleaning end of it and the managing some of that, my thing was like, I always would tell, it's not necessarily that you have to provide the best possible cleaning, period, end of story.
Right.
I said, even if Jesus comes down and clean, they're going to find a cobweb somewhere if they look hard
Amen.
enough, right? Amen. But I would call it the Big Mac theory. That's what I called it. Why on earth does this thing, if I came to you back in 1954, whatever it was, and said, hey, I got this great idea. Let's make this burger and it's going to be about this thick,
Right.
about paper thick. It's going to, be, you can't tell us how you want it cooked. Okay.
Right.
You can't hold the pickles or lettuce, it comes the way it's served. Don't tell us to hold
Right.
anything or no special ordering. Right. And then, this great idea, we're going to throw it under a heat lamp until somebody rolls by and wants it. And then they're going to pay us for it. And then we're going to toss it in a bag and throw it out a window to them.
That's it.
What do you think of that idea? You'd think I
Right.
was crazy. So it must be the healthiest burger on planet Earth. Yeah. Right. The Big Mac.
Right.
So the whole thing behind it is period, end of story. It looks the same, smells the same, tastes the same every flipping time it comes in that bag of yours.
Yep.
That's why they sell 1 billion of them. And
Yeah.
so if Johnny comes along and he decides he's going to cook Big Macs and he says, man, I bet what if we did steak burgers instead of hamburgers?
Mhm.
So even good intentioned people can ruin your system there, your speed cleaning system. And okay, you're not supposed to do, you're not supposed to go clean the outside patio furniture. Okay.
Right.
If you begin to do that, you're going to make a mistake in doing that. So you really do have to stay to that sort of cookie cutter type of process and cleaning.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I had one employee and I call her Mary Poppins. She is so good. She's too good because she makes everyone else look bad.
Right.
So it's like, no, you have to do what they're paying us to do. Nothing more. It's funny to tell people like, don't be, this is what we do. This is an excellent service that we provide, but do that service.
Yep.
Yeah. And I use the 2 pickles on a cheeseburger concept with them. And no matter where you go in the world, you go to McDonald's, you're going to get 2 pickles on your cheeseburger.
That's right. There's not 3, there's not 4, there's 2. Yep. That's exactly right. That's awesome. And yeah, I've used Debbie's speed cleaning stuff. She's a client of ours. So she's
awesome.
I've known her for quite a while, and just the stuff she's done, anybody out there that's listening and you're thinking of doing anything in house cleaning, I highly recommend you go to Debbie Sardone, and she's probably the best coach out there. So let me tell you why I begged Beth to be on the show here, and that's because I'm going across something, and we're in a group and we're chatting about something, and all of a sudden, and it might have been in Cleaning Business Profit, actually.
It was.
And it's like this thing, TikTok, like 6 million views on my TikTok video. And I'm just going, whoa, what franchise is doing this? Or and it's just this little Pennsylvania house cleaning business. And I'm going, talk about how that all came around and why it came around and how you just kind of made it happen.
Oh my gosh.
Crazy.
So first, I just have to put a plug in for TikTok. It is social media done right. So are either of you on it?
I am clueless on. I know I'm clueless with it. That's why it's so intriguing to me. I want to know more.
Okay. So after this, you're not going to be clueless about TikTok. It's my jam.
Do you TikTok?
No, the whole China thing scared me, but I can probably get over that. I mean, that's kind of a joke, but that's my excuse. No, I'm not on TikTok. And honestly, like, I know of it, but until Shawn started talking about what you were doing, I didn't really think of it as like, honestly, like like in marketing, one of the things I've struggled with the most is I guess it's fun to post on social media and we get some audience and we have a regular content on it. But beyond like doing it in-house, like I've never wanted to spend money on it because
Right.
I've never seen like a return on it. You know
Right.
what I mean? And
Yes.
not that that's why social media is always there, but it's always just something that I haven't invested even more time into. So I'm very curious about TikTok and just your whole method. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. So let me just do the backdrop to TikTok. Basically, it's a very, very easy platform to make these super fun, professional looking videos. So the longest video you can make is 60 seconds. You can upload music, you can edit it, you can add captions, and it's kind of like America's Got Talent for everyone. So on it is just people doing their thing, and there's a genuineness about it. Like I could never really get into Instagram because I just can't be that, like, you know, that Instagram like person. You know, just couldn't do it. I've done well on Facebook, just because people can share, but TikTok, it's just people doing their thing and people who normally wouldn't have an audience getting a huge audience. So if somebody can sing, you know, they could sing their heart out, but maybe their teeth are crooked or they're overweight, or, you know, they can get this huge audience, and it's beautiful. So, so how it started was, there's a few things. So first, in Pennsylvania, and I don't know how you got your states were with the pandemic, but on March 13th, we got the call that all schools were shutting down. March 14th, we are told we have to stay at home and we're not allowed to leave our houses, and all businesses are to be shut down. So instant panic.
Yeah.
Where we were at with cash flow, our cash flow is a lot of money in and a lot of money out, and it just keeps rotating. We were in no way prepared to completely 100% halt business.
Yeah.
So I think part of it was just me trying to get control of the situation. Like, I can't, you know, I'm not going to go out and infect somebody and kill them with this virus we don't know anything about. So it gave me a sense of control where I can make these videos, because I had heard about it. I have a teenage daughter. I have a 17-year-old, the one I had in college when I started the business.
You have an in-house expert.
They're the best social media experts. Like, I've hired social media managers, total trash compared to a teenager.
Yeah, I believe it.
They're so good. So really, so it was like something to do. We're in the house, we can't leave. And so her and her boyfriend and I just made 4 videos, and stupid. One of them was me cleaning a toilet to Marvin Gaye.
Great.
One was just literally me just cleaning a sink with soft scrub. And one thing I love about TikTok is you can really put your personality into it. And at this point, my only thought was something to do for fun, you know, partially to be cool and embarrassing to my teenager. And then another thing I was thinking was, you know, I think in my email to you, Shawn, I said the quote, "When fishermen can't go to sea, they build nets."
Yep.
I thought, let's just build content. Like, what else am I gonna do?
Yep.
Yeah.
So, and then the other thing, a lot of my clients have been with me 12, 15 years. They've never cleaned their house. Like, I'll go with them from house to house. My company will.
Now,
like,
yeah, and it's closed down now, so they're gonna have to clean their house one way or another. Yeah.
I didn't want to send my teams back to houses that haven't been cleaned for God only knows how long. So I thought, I will make these TikTok videos on how to clean, and I'll post them to my Facebook. And my clients, you know, they're fun. I have a great relationship with my clients.
Yeah.
They're fun. They can learn how to clean and keep up on things. So when we can finally come back, we're not coming back to a mess. So we post these first 4 videos. They take minutes to make. And my daughter's boyfriend was sitting there on his, you know, they're always on their phones. And he's like, "Beth, what the hell is happening?" 100 views, 200 views,
Wow.
followers. It was hilarious. And I'm like, what does that mean? Like, I literally had just downloaded TikTok on my phone. Like, what does this even mean? But and I had no idea at the time what it would do for my business as far as giving me credibility in the industry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah. So fun.
Were you, so you were using the app or platform TikTok to make the videos, edit the videos, and then were your followers mainly, and then you said posting on Facebook and maybe
Right.
some other social media. So was it mainly followers and the viewership and everything was in TikTok, or was it a combination of you posting outside of TikTok as well?
So the jury is still out on that.
Okay.
What I know is that I'll go somewhere in public and people will say, "Hey, you're the cleaning TikTok lady."
Nice.
Really? Wow.
Or someone will direct message me on my business Facebook page. "I just drove by your office and saw your logo. I can't believe that the cleaning TikTok lady is local."
Wow.
Wow.
So I started figuring out, oh, and then it's so funny. So TikTok, it's for the kids, right?
Yeah.
Until the pandemic hit. And then us old people started getting on and really ruined it for the kids.
Yeah, I've seen that. I heard that's like a lot of the main draws are older people discovering it and actually like being themselves, being hilarious, like exploring it, like how much fun can I have with editing? And
Yeah.
it's blown up. So
Yeah.
So are you
Go
oh
ahead.
go ahead.
I think part of my success is when I got on, it was in the very beginning of the, people in their 30s and 40s. So I think with the algorithm, there wasn't much content out there that really spoke to the older audience.
Okay.
And the algorithm is unbelievable. That's where your China theory gets me. Like they get you way too quickly.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
What were you gonna say, Paul?
Yeah, so who's responded the most? Is it other business owners or is it viewers or excuse me, like who's following excuse me, who's following up with you? Is it your viewers? Is it other business owners? Like who are you getting the most response from?
So what I feel like is happening is that it's now in the forefront of people's mind. I'm in the algorithm, and then I post it tagging my location. So it's a lot of local people.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay.
what I feel like happens because I'm in the forefront of people's mind, because these videos keep popping up, and then people's kids will say, "Hey, don't you clean the so-and-so's house?" Like they'll comment. And so it's a very indirect way that people are, now I'm in the forefront of their mind, and I'm obviously the expert on cleaning because they see me on their phones all day. So they're referring people, and then, I'll go on an estimate and they'll say, a 65-year-old woman, "Yeah, I saw your video on how you clean light bulbs."
Really?
That's
Wow.
crazy. It's crazy.
It's crazy.
That's wild.
I'm trying to, I got to get into this and see what the hell it's all about. And I'm going to definitely look into your videos. I did see the one, which was good. You're right. And it's cool because it's just fast. It's quick. It's only a minute or less. So you're not going to be roped into a long Facebook Live thing like we're doing tonight. Right.
Right.
But this is for something completely different. So you don't want to try to necessarily market to them. And at the end, you don't want to be salesy at all. You're just trying to be funny, entertaining. And is there something they click on it that says how to get in touch with you, or not even that?
No. So so you have your hand, at Eldredge Cleaning. And then a lot of people have Googled me. Yeah. I pop up, or they'll find me on Facebook, or they'll find me on Instagram, and it pops up. So, but
that's
hashtags, what I have found are the biggest driver.
Okay.
So, in my industry, it's doing a little bit of research and finding out which hashtags speak to my audience, and then using those, transferring it to the local social media, and then it grows the audience from there. So, Paul, I don't really think I answered your question as far as who is reaching out to me because of these videos. It just seems to have infiltrated from every angle of my life.
They're all coming at you.
They're coming at me, and at the time where businesses are going out left and right, and cleaning services can't stay staffed, and quality's gone down, we've been able to thrive
Nice.
during
And
this
a-
time.
And a lot of it's because of TikTok.
I think so.
Yeah.
I really
yeah.
do. And they're not always, one thing I love about it is they don't always have to be funny. You know, they can be very sincere and serious. It just speaks to people on different levels for different things.
Yeah.
I don't even always do things about cleaning. And people love it. They get to know me, and they
Yeah.
get to know my team.
Nice.
That's
Yeah.
neat. So when you post it, you posted on Facebook, and you just did that for the heck of it. And we don't know necessarily if that's something that's doing anything other than its content. Have you noticed anything with Google picking up on anything at all as far as SEO or anything like that? Or do you
No.
see, does anybody mention anything with that? Okay.
No, other than I have had a lot more people Google me and reach out,
Which means something. Yeah. Which means something.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's really important, actually.
yeah,
That's, yeah, for Google search. Okay.
That-
yeah.
That's interesting. So give me the stats again on followers, views, and what's the other one? How you made over 100 videos on TikTok?
I'm up to 102. I made one last night. I made one today. So I'm at 102 videos.
And what's your viewers? What's your viewership and what's your followers?
Right now I'm at 85,200 followers.
Wow.
Stupid.
Holy cow.
Stupid amount of followers.
That's more than that's more than NBA basketball viewership.
And I mean, it's like me cleaning a toilet. Like, it's not that interesting.
There's something I'm missing here. I'm kind of afraid to look now and see what you're really up to on video here. I'm getting a little nervous. Nobody go look yet.
I wish it was this. I wish I was interesting enough to have a scandal involved. It's
awesome.
really so I have 85.2 thousand followers. I have over 6.6 million views. And I think I have about 650,000 likes.
Holy
Nice.
cow.
Wow.
And I started this in March.
Yeah, that's a big ramp up.
Wow.
Yeah, it's silly.
You're going to get business from that type of data. You just are, no matter what. I mean, period.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. How much are you targeting your area, or how much of it is, are you controlling your region, or is it just going out to the TikTok world and then?
It goes out to the TikTok world.
Right.
I do hashtag my town.
Okay.
And then people have said, oh my gosh, you're in my town. You know, if I need a service, I'll contact you. I let my friend know. So I do hashtag my town. But then again, I upload them to Facebook and tag my town, and Instagram tag my town. So
Okay.
it does bring in a local viewership.
Yeah. But that's the only way you control the geography of what you're doing.
It's the only way. Yeah. With TikTok, as far as I know, and I haven't gotten into any like paid marketing or any, I haven't needed to.
Yeah. Nice.
But there's enough recognition, like I said. So even with a face mask on, I'm still getting recognized.
That's awesome.
I have a needy little
Aw.
friend here who needs some attention.
That's funny.
So yeah. So my one video, it's of me. This just cracks me up. It's me changing a trash bag and mopping a floor, and it has 1.2 million views.
Huh. So what are you like? What are you talking like? What are you talking about while doing this?
So a lot of them, you're able to put, and I wish there was a way I could share it on the screen. You're able to put like captions.
Yeah.
So I usually do it to music.
Okay.
And every song you can think of in the world. Like I said, Marvin Gaye, Let's Get It On. I mean,
That's
any
great.
song you can think of. And different songs trend at different times.
Yeah.
So it's finding the songs that are trending, and that gets you in the algorithm.
Gotcha.
Is there a way I can look it up on your Facebook page or something and find a TikTok video?
So there's a few of them posted on my Facebook page. There's quite a few
Okay.
on the Facebook page. But if you guys can just promise me you'll download TikTok.
Yeah, we just got to jump in there. Yeah.
Yeah, just to see it, because it's just a, and I see, where Shawn, where it came up is somebody was asking if videos were worth it in the group.
Okay. Yeah.
And I was saying, and they're asking about SEOs, and I said, I guess they were paying somebody to make videos.
Right.
And
right.
my point was, you can do these for free in minutes.
Yeah. You got a phone.
And they can, that's all you need is, you just need a phone. And you can really market the heck out of these things for free, with these things for free.
Yeah.
Now, you did say that TikTok's got some sort of paid advertisement or something like that,
Yeah.
although you don't need it at this
No.
stage. I never knew they had something like that available either. So that's interesting. And I can just imagine doing stuff outside on ladders, on roofs, on crazy stuff like that. Can you imagine a high-rise window cleaning company, what they could do with TikTok? It'd be insane. It'd be insane.
Yeah. So there's one thing that's really popular on TikTok. It's called like hashtag oddly satisfying. So things that are like, why do I want to watch that?
Yeah.
But it's like, so I just did one today, and I can tell you, I did it, hold on, just a couple of hours ago. It was me squeegeeing a shower. That's it. 15 seconds, squeegeeing a shower. And it got, so far, almost 5,900 views and almost 500 likes. So yeah, if you were up high, there's just something cathartic about it. And so people in the service industry who are doing that, people love it.
Nice.
Yeah.
What are your tips for people who, like us, who are going to, I got to go download this and start making videos? I mean, what's your approach after building this following and 102 videos in?
So be you. I think people are so hungry for authenticity. And I think people are just over the Instagram fakeness.
Perfect life,
filters, just whatever makes you be that.
Yeah.
And then the hashtags for sure.
Okay.
You got to know the hashtags. And what's great about it's so user friendly. So you can start, let's say, what do you say, window cleaning? Shawn, is that one thing?
Yeah.
Okay. So you just do, hashtag window, and then it will show you the hashtags and how many posts have been. So it might be window cleaning. It might be window, I don't know, dirty window. It'll say 6.3 billion posts.
Yeah.
So you can see you just start playing around with those hashtags, or a quick Google search, popular hashtag for window cleaning. Yeah. And then you start using those hashtags. And then you want, for the blue, let's say it's blue skies window cleaning. You would always hashtag first blue skies window. That would be your first hashtag. So then that's how I've been able to track how many views I've gotten. Okay. Through that hashtag Eldredge Cleaning.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is there any type of, you don't want to do more than 5 hashtags type of thing, or is it irrelevant?
No, hashtag the heck out of it.
Okay.
Just, keep hashtagging. And then the really important thing is interaction. So the more interaction you get, so what I would say is team up, YouTube team up and say, hey, I'm going to start posting videos. And then Paul, you comment and like Shawn's video, and Shawn, you heart it, and then you comment on it. And so the more interaction you do, and it's interesting. So I'll get a comment, I'll like it, and then I'll respond to it. And then bam, I've got 30 views. because
Oh,
it like puts it back into the algorithm.
Interesting. Yeah.
okay.
So then, my mind's going, being the recruiting guy, I'm sitting here going, my gosh, I wonder how that could play in getting candidates to be interested in getting a cleaning job somewhere, somehow, and having
Oh, yeah.
having like your team do some TikTok and have some fun with your employees a
Mhm.
little bit too,
Mhm.
on the
Yep.
job type of thing. But maybe they clean your house one day or something. You can do
Oh, yeah.
you can do what, 15 TikTok videos in a matter of 15 minutes, right? A minute a
Right.
piece,
Mhm.
and have all kinds of content. And then people, I mean, you can make that a lot of fun for employees too.
Oh, they love it. Well, some of them love it.
Yeah,
I mean, they all think it's hilarious.
right. Some don't want to be a part
But
of it, I'm sure. Yeah.
well, because there's such a huge viewership. They're like, I don't
Right.
want, I don't want everyone seeing me clean a stranger's toilet.
So like our location manager, one of our location managers, Terry, would definitely probably not want to be involved with that. She's just,
Right.
we have Zoom meetings on every Tuesday, and she refuses to put her video on. So she would definitely probably not
Aw.
want 6 million views on TikTok of her cleaning a toilet or something like that, or
No.
managing or doing something.
No.
So I get
But
that. That could be
what
a
I
lot.
would say for the recruiting though is that's like such valuable content.
Yeah.
And so I've done like training videos. So I will make videos to use to train my team.
Okay.
And some people would say, well, why would you give that information out? But it's so valuable.
Yeah.
So I would say the recruiting is making recruiting, just how do you recruit? How do you filter? Make these videos, and then you can filter it into whatever. But I guess you can recruit around the country, right?
Right.
If not the world. So
Right.
you're like, whereas my audience, for me to make money, they have to be local.
Right.
I can make money anywhere.
Right.
So I think, and I would absolutely follow and watch videos on how to recruit and tips and tricks and all that. And they don't need to be funny. I mean, you're just a funny guy naturally. So
You should be the
Me
comedian.
and Charlie Brown all the way. All right. We'd have to get Paul. We'd have to get my dog Dexter involved with that too. He would be really good on that. He'd be
There you
really
go.
good on TikTok. He's just
Oh,
super
that's perfect.
dog.
Dexter may need his own page.
He may.
My daughter's Barbies have their own TikTok page.
Man, we are way behind.
Yeah, no doubt, man. We are way behind here. Beth, have you ever thought, I mean, those, that's super impressive stats, man. I mean,
Mhm.
anybody that's watching this would love 6 million views,
Mhm.
on any platform, let alone TikTok,
Yeah.
right? Any platform. And some might have a YouTube channel with that many views or something like that, but
Mhm.
not over a couple month period. I can guarantee you
Right.
that. Maybe over a
Right.
few years they get that, but not. And I know nobody that's got 85,000 followers on anything. Any of our colleagues out there that I know of has any
Right.
type of stats like that. Have you thought about putting a little something together, like consulting wise with it, or anything
Yeah.
like that? Or
Yeah. So in March, I actually started a business coaching business.
okay.
So I am so passionate about helping other people grow their businesses. To allow people to the understanding that you don't have to play the game. Like you can live a life beyond your wildest dreams and be yourself and not have to sell yourself out. And I'm so passionate about that. And so like you were explaining to me about your consulting,
Mm-hmm.
people constantly, and I love it. I'm giving all this advice and I'm helping people start and grow these business. And then I was like, this is worth something. So I started coaching, and then I started March 1st, I had my first event, and then the world shut down on the 13th.
Yeah.
And so my energy has gone, I have a very strong, for me, my number one thing is to keep my team working,
Yeah.
because if they're not working, their children aren't eating. So my focus has been on just keeping the business,
Right.
viable. But I can't wait to get back into the coaching and really take that. And I would love to help people with this.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I think you ought, I mean, I would really be interested in learning anything I can from you with something like that.
Yeah.
I think it's just, I don't know of that many people that know, everybody probably knows about TikTok or has heard of it, but I don't know of anybody that's really dug into it to use it as a viable tool to either, create brand awareness or to get clients or whatever, whatever, recruiting or whatever it is,
Yeah.
or just content. I just don't know of anybody that's done that. So that's why it was really eye-opening to me when I go through social media all the time looking for leads or seeing if I can
Yeah.
help anybody or just see what the buds are up to and, who's having a good cleaning day and who's not and all that good stuff. And,
Yeah.
and coming across that, I'm like, it was like I froze and just sat there and go, am I reading this right? And that's, I think you've got a lot of value to offer people. And
Yeah.
that's why I wanted to, get you on here.
Thank you.
Is there a way maybe people can reach out to you or, maybe do you have anything that I can do or just message you on Facebook or?
Yeah. So the
Okay.
best way to get me is through my Eldredge Cleaning. I don't know if you have a link up there, my Eldredge Cleaning Facebook page to direct
Okay.
message me through that. That's the very best way to get a hold of me.
Okay, we'll get that put up sometime either tonight or by tomorrow morning so that
Cool.
you people have it on there. And then on your Facebook page, so you've posted your Facebook page, so I'm assuming some people can check out
Mhm.
some of the TikTok videos that you've created.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
No,
so
I will have to say though, if anyone is on TikTok to go on, because I've only posted ones that are in line with my brand
Mhm.
as far as, Beth, the owner of Eldredge Cleaning, because some of them are just downright stupid that I put on TikTok. So I would, if you go on TikTok and check them out and see, there's such an array of videos that I've done.
Yeah.
Gotta go right to the source.
Yeah, go right to the source and see, like, some of them, like I said, one has 1.2 million views, one that I thought was ridiculous. And then I'll have some that I think are genius. Like I make these and I'm like, you, Beth, you are something else.
That's awesome.
And no one will like them. Like no one can get no attention. So
Yeah.
it's so funny.
And I mean, you come across very genuine, and you're passionate about being genuine, though, because
Yeah.
you've said it. You've said it. I mean, it's a passion of yours to let people know you can just be yourself, be free to be who you are. Because most of us aren't. I mean, I'm not on this half the time. Sometimes I am, sometimes I'm not. Sometimes I act like I'm on the Tonight Show, and this is just some stupid thing on Facebook. I tell my kids, we got all kinds of views, man. You don't know who you're talking to, But and so sometimes I am, and sometimes I'm not. But I'm starting to realize how important it is to be in the now.
Yes.
And not worry about what's happening 10 minutes from now and what's
Absolutely.
happened 2 years ago. And it's changed my life. It really has. And I'm talking, I've really kind of looked into this and read a lot on it and things and have done a lot of homework and soul searching and things like that. To really be in the now. And it's really been great with my relationship with my wife, with my kids, and actually listening and not thinking about work or thinking about if you're in the shower and you're thinking about work, you're missing out on being alone, listening to the water, calm
Yes.
down, and don't think about work.
Yes.
You're missing out on a huge part of being able to be at peace.
Absolutely.
And I think
Eckhart Tolle, are you doing any Eckhart
he's one of
Tolle?
them. Yeah, he's
Yep.
one of them. Wayne
Mhm.
Dyer.
Yep.
Yep. It's just phenomenally changed my life.
It has. And if anything, if it's okay if I go off on a little bit of a tangent,
Sure.
if there's anything that this pandemic, and I don't know how your areas were affected, we were hit hard
Yeah.
in our region, has taught me is that nothing is guaranteed.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like we were on our way to my husband and I being able to hire and step away from the business. and just be silent partners. And so much of my ego was caught up in reaching that goal, and it got ripped out from under me. And it really, I mean, I've been I've been studying all that stuff forever, but it helped me put it into practice. Like, what matters now,
Right.
like in this moment, like I'm okay, my family is loved,
Right.
And all the material stuff, and it doesn't matter at the end of the day.
Yeah, and I think what's pretty cool about it too, and here, you know, who sits there and says, you know, what's cool about this pandemic that we're facing, but what's cool about it is that we've all to a point gotten in the same boat, right? You know, forget the politics on TV and all the nonsense that's always going to be there to ruin everybody's life that gets into it too much and takes it too passionately. But I mean, everybody's got something in common now, right? You can't go anywhere in the country, let alone the world, and not have something in common with every human being you come across.
Yes.
To some extent or another.
Absolutely.
Most of us know somebody that's got it or had it. Some of us know that have died from it. It's really interesting on how that's come about. And like most things that, you know, I always tell my kids this. I said, you know, if everything's candy and ice cream, you're never going to be able to build character.
Absolutely.
Shitty things have to happen in your life. I don't tell my kids that, but shitty things have to happen in your life for you to be able to grow and build character, period.
Absolutely. And being able to sit with the discomfort, you know, is such a valuable lesson.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. So that, and if that type of thing comes across, I mean, I think that's important too on TikTok, because not everybody, you know, not everybody can do video stuff. They just aren't comfortable. Like you said, some of your employees aren't comfortable doing it. But I think if you can just, you know, if you can just be genuine and just do what you do, I think it'll come across a lot better. And I think most of us know people like that actually, you know, they're genuine, you know, they want to help. There's not some secret back door they're trying to come through to get something from you and all those sorts of things, you know.
Absolutely. And with one thing with my employees with that is, oh, I lost my train of thought. I totally lost my train of thought, but it was right in line with that. It'll come back anyway.
So Paul, what are you doing over there?
Yeah.
Are you downloading TikTok?
I am. I've
at this moment.
I've been making a video about your being and I was like, hey, look, entire world, we're talking about not caring about what you all think.
Right. This is a good angle.
Hashtag go to hell.
No, I mean, talking about being present more, and I think people talk a lot about having perspective, but I think when you have to live, when you have to reevaluate almost your daily habits, which revolve around work most of the time, like Shawn was saying, it forces you to re-look at your daily steps and applying that theme you hear a lot of don't take anything for granted. I think it's just important that you're recognizing that, because it's pretty easy to get just upset about being things upturned, and it's easy to say, I just want things to go back how it used to be. But when you try to make the best of what you can out of the situation, I think, especially if, you know, you both have kids, they see that, and like, they see how you're handling a stressful situation.
Kid.
Hey, yeah.
Hey, buddy.
The one being traumatized.
Oh, you're on vacation. You're allowed to stay up later, man.
Now that's timing. That's comedic timing. That was good. He's funny.
Yeah, your timing's perfect. We should have TikTok. We could have TikTok that and made a good one.
Yeah, right.
All right. What else is going on? Anything else you guys want to talk about? We're kind of up on the hour a little bit here anyway.
No, I think those are just great lessons. Thank you, Beth, for just sharing your approach to TikTok. And obviously it's working, because TikTok is just one way to reach people authentically. And especially when you're running a good business already and you have a great reputation and word of mouth, and then something you create, I'm sure people recognize you locally as it was, and then
Right.
the new people, you know, just leveraging what you've already done in your business. So
Yeah. Yeah. And that word of mouth, even the word of mouth with like, so my cleaning lady's famous on TikTok, like, or kids, my friend's mom is famous. Like, it's word of mouth is amazing.
Yeah.
It's just amazing. Yeah.
it is.
And there is this sense of wanting to be a part of new technology. Although TikTok's been around a while, it's still relatively new compared to Facebook and some other things. I mean, new technology is like a couple months, right? It's not like a year. And so people want to be a part of that and know more about it. And I did, right? So that's why we're talking about it tonight. So that's a big thing too. People just want to know what's going on with it.
Yeah.
And be a part of it and say, I know, I've seen, I've done, and that's what it is to be a part of something, right? So
Absolutely. And it's a great way. So how old are your kids? I know, Paul, you have a 7-year-old.
Oh, that was my nephew.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
My wife and I have a 12-year-old to be January 2nd. That was Ryan that you saw. And then my daughter's 13.
Okay. Okay. So I found with the social media, people are always like, don't the kids and it's evil and it's going to destroy them. My philosophy is just get in it with them, let them teach you and learn from them, and really understand it. So you understand kind of what you're up against as a parent.
Right.
And rather than, they're not allowed to have it. And 12, that's too young, but they're not allowed to have it, and something you're afraid of. If once you understand it, then it's kind of like, what's the saying about the beast, or whatever.
Right.
So,
well, it's one of those things too. I get agitated a little bit when I hear people say, well, and I hear it every day in recruiting, nobody wants to work. These kids nowadays. And I think about just sitting around and listening to people talk in front of kids that way. So kids are hearing adults say kids are worthless, right? That's what blue collar workers sit around on social media and listen to people talk about how they don't want to go to work. They don't want to work. Well, I can tell you right now, over 100 clients of ours have good employees that are coming to work every single day, working their ass off and allowing them to buy new cars, build additions on their homes, and do some really nice things in their lives. And one of the things that, and I don't do this enough anymore because we have a saying at Blue Sky is it must have worked so well we stopped doing it. and so I used to just pound it home with my 4 or 5 employees in my recruiting little world. And I used to always tell them, you guys are changing the world. You have no idea, but you have to understand that. If we are finding one human being to go to work for a window cleaning company, that brings in like $80,000 to $100,000 of revenue for that company. Do you know how many people we've had hired and placed around the country? That's millions and millions of dollars we're helping other companies generate. What do you think they do with that money? They hire other people. Those people now can feed their family, can maybe save for a home, right? I brought up the divorce rate in entrepreneurs was like astounding. I said, we're saving marriages. When you're not worried about employees, you're a pretty happy entrepreneur, man, right? You probably have a better marriage than the one down the street that's worried about employees all day long.
Absolutely.
There's whatever you are doing is if you're helping and you're selling and you're cleaning or you're recruiting, whatever, bookkeeping and marketing and all those things, you're changing the world. You truly are. Every one of us does that. And I think it's just important to let kids know that too. And technology, it's like TV. TV's evil and it's great. I mean, it's a blast to sit around and watch NFL football with family and friends, of mine. When the Indians were in the World Series, that was just a blast to hang out with family and friends and talk. That's not evil. That's great stuff. That's TV. The internet's the same way. TikTok's the same way. Social media is the same way.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And I see, and that's that. I know we're almost out of time. That's the thought I had about, I hear people on these groups just, you can't find people to work, no one wants to work, everyone just wants to sit around and collect unemployment. And I'm like, buddy, I wouldn't want to work for you if that was your attitude.
Right.
Like, everyone sucks. Like, no, you suck.
You suck.
Yeah.
And that's a huge part of my mission, is just like to teach other businesses how to really honor and appreciate their employees. Like, yeah, you're going to get screwed over, but anybody who does anything big gets screwed over in the process. And just what people put out there, like you said, to kids, but also, even if I never, if I think all employees suck and I have 20 employees, even if I never say those words, like, they're gonna suck.
Yeah.
Because it's in how I show up. So, believing in people. And I really am so about creating culture for companies where their people are valued and appreciated and seen as full human beings, because that does change lives.
Right.
When my team members know that they're seen as fully human when they walk in the door, and the world may be crazy, but when you show up to work for us during 8 hours, you're seen and appreciated as fully human. You get a good employee.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think that's,
Yeah, I am so passionate about that.
And I know that for sure, because we hired somebody about 2 years ago that does nothing but engage with the job seekers for our clients.
Okay.
And our own companies. And what we found was, when we get a hold of a client, or a client reaches out and says, yeah, I hired that person, they only lasted 2 weeks though. And so we'll try to get a hold of that employee that quit and try to
Yes.
find out why.
Right.
And with almost unmistakable 100% certainty, it had something to do with the culture of
Yep.
that business. And
Mhm.
in a very real life example is, well, the first day I came to work, all I heard was 3 people outside the office smoking, F-bombing, saying how shitty it is to work here. That's the first thing I heard when I came to work, my first day for ABC Cleaning Company. And then the paycheck I was supposed to get was about $200 less than what they told me it was going to be. They don't have enough work for me on the schedule for next week. I don't know what I'm going to do. I need to pay my bills and feed my family.
Right.
And I sit there and think, that's a culture issue. That's
Yeah.
not a recruiting issue. That's not a somebody doesn't want to work issue. That's a culture issue.
Yeah, absolutely.
So,
Absolutely.
great point. Paul, what else? Anything else, my man?
No, I think it's you two are very wise.
All right, let's wrap it up. So I don't think we're doing anything next week. If we do, I'll let you guys know out there. Thanks for joining, Beth. We'll post your Facebook page on there sometime tonight or tomorrow. So anybody that wants to chat with you, it's okay to chat a little bit.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Paul, I'll probably talk to you tomorrow, and we'll take it from there. Right, everybody, Merry Christmas. If I don't see you, happy holidays and all that good stuff.